guess. I would have guessed, probably I guessed them up or so. Alright, so this is the result of the plane. Alright. Yeah, this is the result of the plane that crashed in Brazover.
JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, multi-agency probe into St. Elizabeth plane crash. A multi-agency investigation has been launched into the crash of a small plane in a field in St. Elizabeth on Friday night. Head of the St. Elizabeth Police, Acting Superintendent Coleridge Minto, said no human remains were seen or any other debris. Minto said the comprehensive probe will seek to determine, among other things, the plane's origin and its flight plan.
Sometime after 7 p.m. on Friday night, we were alerted to the information that a plane may have experienced some amount of difficulty and went down somewhere in the morass area of Braze River. An immediate search and rescue operation was launched. The various agencies were contacted, to include the fire brigade and the military. Took about 3 hours, where the wreckage of what appeared to be a 2-engine plane was found in this area. The aircraft was fully burnt, and there's an active investigation ongoing. No person was found, no other items except for the burnt remains of the plane. Therefore, like I said, this investigation will expand beyond the St. Elizabeth Police. We have already made contact with other agencies to determine the origin of the aircraft, as also to broaden the investigation to try and establish why this aircraft would have been here. The investigation is active at this time, and therefore will allow the various agencies and the police to conduct a full and thorough investigation before we can make any other pronouncements surrounding this incident. We are not sure as to whether or not it was a difficulty the pilot experienced, or whether or not there was an attempt to land it in this area. There is certainly a history surrounding this particular area. There are a number of theories floating around, one of which is that the plane was attempting to land. And so we will allow the experts and the various forensic persons to do their checks and their investigations, and then a more conclusive determination can be made.
Would-be robber killed in St. Catherine. 3 people are injured, and a would-be robber killed following an incident in Victoria District, St. Catherine, on Thursday night. Investigators from the Lindsay Police Station are reportedly still trying to ascertain the identity of the dead man, who allegedly attempted to rob the injured persons. The incident occurred about 10:40 p.m. while the victims were at the way of their home along Old Road in the community, tending to chickens. They were allegedly pounced upon by the man, who pointed what looked like a gun at them. One of the persons reportedly engaged in a tussle with the man and was chopped on the leg during the struggle. The noise attracted community members who went to their rescue. The man was chopped on his lower body and hit on the head, and he fell. The police were called, and he was later pronounced dead at hospital. The police reportedly retrieved an imitation gun, 2 machetes, a knife, and an ice pick from the scene. Man shot dead at Baron Porus, Manchester. A man was shot dead by a gunman at Baron Porus, Manchester, on Friday night. Police identified the deceased as O'Neill Henry, also known as Jeff, a farmer from Top Coffee Grove District near Porus. According to reports, Henry was among patrons at a bar around 9:30 p.m. when gunmen opened fire, hitting him multiple times. Henry was subsequently found suffering from gunshot wounds on the steps at the entrance of the bar. Since the start of the new year, Manchester has recorded 3 murders. Greenvale resident succumbs 2 days after drive-by shooting. A man succumbed to gunshot wounds at hospital on Friday afternoon, 2 days after he was injured in a drive-by shooting in the troubled community of Greenvale on the outskirts of Mandeville in Manchester. Police sources named the deceased as Richard Levy, otherwise called Weedy, said to have been in his late 50s. The victim was a resident of 14th Street in Greenvale. Reports are that about 7 p.m., the victim was sitting on a wall at the entrance of Greenvale across from a gas station when gunmen traveling in a motor car opened fire on him. He was hit multiple times and taken to hospital, where he was admitted in critical condition. He later died. Woman arrested following gun seizure in St. Anne. A woman was arrested after the seizure for gun in Mansfield Heights, Ocho St. Anne on Friday night. Her identity has been withheld pending further investigations. Reports indicate that about 10:50 p.m., the police were conducting an operation in the community where a business establishment was searched. During the search, a 9mm pistol with an empty magazine was reportedly found behind the refrigerator. The woman was subsequently arrested. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. Meanwhile, a resident of Mansfield Heights who requested anonymity expressed relief at one more weapon being off the streets. "I just move here, and sometimes I hear explosions like gunshots, and I get scared. So to hear that one more gun has been taken away, I feel good," she said. More than 6 guns have been seized in Jamaica since the start of 2024. 19-year-old dies in Westmoreland by crash. A 19-year-old man died after the motorcycle was driving collided with a truck along the Broughton Main Road in Little London, Westmoreland, on Friday afternoon. This marks the parish's first fatal crash of the year. The deceased has been identified as Sashawn Brown, also known as Trey, from the community. Reports from the police's corporate communications unit state that around 4:30 p.m., Brown was driving his black special edition motorcycle along the Broughton Main Road towards Little London, when upon reaching a section of the main road, he collided with a grey Toyota Tundra pickup truck. Brown reportedly sustained multiple injuries and was rushed to hospital, where he died while undergoing treatment. The road safety unit reported that Jamaica ended 2023 with 425 people being killed in crashes. That number marked a 10% decrease in fatalities compared to 2022. In 2022, a total of 488 fatalities were recorded on the nation's roadways. Carpenter fined $450,000 for possession of cocaine. A 47-year-old carpenter from Windsor Castle in Portland pleaded guilty to violations of the Dangerous Drugs Act and was fined $450,000 or sentenced to 9 months in prison with hard labor. The judgment was delivered at the Corporate Area Parish Court on Friday. He is Mark Spencer of Newland District in Windsor Castle. Spencer was slapped with the fine by a parish court judge following an April 23, 2021 incident in which 0.2 kilograms of cocaine was reportedly found in his possession after lawmen searched a Toyota Succeed motor car he was driving. The find was made during an operation by the Narcotics Police on Mountain View Avenue in Kingston. Spencer was fined $150,000 or 3 months imprisonment for possession of cocaine and $300,000 or 6 months imprisonment for dealing in cocaine. 17-year-old one of 2 charged with kidnapping. A 17-year-old is one of 2 persons charged with conspiracy to kidnap, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony. The teen was charged alongside 33-year-old Andrew Williams, also known as Biggs, a Higgler of Tours Meadows, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Reports from the Spanish Town police state that around 7:30 a.m., the complainant was taken from his workplace at gunpoint and transported to a location in Spanish Town, where Williams reportedly demanded $100,000 for the man's safe return. A report was made, and Williams was arrested by a team of officers. Both men were arrested and charged after a question and answer session in the presence of their attorney. Their court dates are yet to be finalized. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.